The Shona people, comprising 80% of Zimbabwe's population, are a vibrant fabric of culture and history. With roots tracing back 1,000 years to the Bantu migration, their rich heritage includes 5 major dialects. Dive into their world and discover a legacy of resilience and creativity. Let's explore Shona traditions and customs. The meaning of Shona. The Shona people are one of the largest ethnic groups in Zimbabwe, with a rich culture and history that has been passed down from generation to generation. Shona traditions and customs are very important because they help us understand who we are and where we come from. Today, we will learn about what it means to be Shona and why our traditions are so special. The importance of family. In Shona culture, family is everything. We believe that family is the foundation of our lives. A family is not just made up of the people we live with, but also our grandparents, aunts, uncles, cousins, and even the spirits of our ancestors. We call our grandparents Ambuya and Sakuru, and they are very respected because they have a lot of wisdom. When a baby is born in the Shona family, it is a big celebration because a new life has been added to the family. The baby is welcomed with songs, dances, and blessings from the elders. The role of elders. Elders, like Ambuya, grandmother, and Sakuru, grandfather, play a very important role in Shona culture. They are the keepers of our traditions and stories. When there is a problem in the family or village, the elders are the ones who give advice. They also tell stories about our ancestors, teaching us about our past and how to live good lives. It is important to respect our elders. In Shona culture, when we greet an elder, we kneel or bow slightly to show respect. We also use respectful language when talking to them. Traditional attire. Shona people have beautiful traditional clothes that are worn during special occasions like weddings, ceremonies, and festivals. Women often wear zambia, a wraparound cloth, and hambai, a traditional dress. Men wear noko, a type of loincloth, and sometimes they put on hembe, a traditional warrior's cloth. Beads are also an important part of Shona attire. Women wear beads around their necks, wrists, and ankles, while men might wear them across their chests. These beads are not just for decoration, they have meanings and can show the person's status or the clan they belong to. The role of music and dance. Music and dance are a big part of Shona culture. We have special songs and dances for almost every occasion, whether it's a wedding, a harvest, or even just a celebration. One of the most famous Shona musical instruments is the bira, also known as the thumb piano. The bira is believed to connect us with the spirits of our ancestors. When Shona people dance, it's not just for fun. Each dance has a meaning and tells a story. For example, the Jerusalema dance is performed at celebrations and is a joyful expression of community and togetherness. Traditional foods. Shona people have a variety of traditional foods that are not only delicious but also very nutritious. One of the most common foods is sodza, a thick porridge made from maize meal. Sodza is usually eaten with vegetables like muriwo, leafy greens, beans, or meat like chicken or beef. Another popular dish is maputi, which is roasted maize kernels. People also enjoy chimodo, a type of bread made from maize meal. Food is an important part of Shona culture because it brings people together, especially during family meals and community gatherings. The significance of totems. In Shona culture, everyone belongs to a mutupo, totem. A totem is a symbol, usually an animal or plant, that represents a person's clan. For example, someone might belong to the Shamba lion totem, while another person might belong to the Soko monkey totem. Totems are very important because they connect people to their ancestors and to each other. People who share the same totem are considered to be family, even if they are not related by blood. Totems also guide people on how to behave. For example, if you belong to the Shamba totem, you are expected to be brave and strong like a lion. Marriage customs. Marriage is a very important part of Shona culture. When a man wants to marry a woman, he must first speak to her family. The man's family will then bring gifts, called rora or bride price, to the woman's family. This is a way of showing respect and appreciation for raising the woman who will become the man's wife. The rora is not just about the gifts, it is a way of bringing the two families together. After the rora ceremony, there is usually a big celebration with lots of food, music, and dancing. The role of spirits and ancestral worship. The Shona people believe in the spirits of their ancestors, known as vadzimu. These spirits are considered guardians of the family and are honored through ceremonies and rituals. The Shona believe that the spirits watch over them and guide them in their daily lives. When a family wants to ask for guidance or protection, they perform a ceremony called baira. During the baira, the family plays music, or especially the bira, and offers food and beer to the spirits. This ceremony is a way of connecting with the ancestors and asking for their blessings. Respect for nature. Shona people have a deep respect for nature. They believe that everything in nature, from trees to rivers to animals, has a spirit and should be treated with care. When people take something from nature, like cutting down a tree or hunting an animal, they must do it with respect and gratitude. For example, if a hunter kills an animal, he will thank the spirit of the animal for providing food. If someone cuts down a tree, they might plant a new one to replace it. This respect for nature is important because it helps protect the environment for future generations. The significance of the full moon. In Shona culture, the full moon is considered a special time. It is believed that the full moon has a strong connection with the spirits and that it is a time for important ceremonies. During the full moon, families might gather to perform rituals, offer prayers, or ask for blessings from their ancestors. The full moon is also a time for storytelling. Elders gather children around and tell them stories about the past, teaching them important lessons about life, morality, and their cultural heritage. Traditional healing practices. The Shona people believe in both physical and spiritual healing. When someone is sick, they may visit a enonga, traditional healer, who uses herbs, roots, and spiritual practices to cure illnesses. The enonga might also communicate with the spirits to understand the cause of the illness and how to treat it. Traditional healing is an important part of Shona culture because it connects the people to their ancestors and the natural world. It is believed that true healing comes from both physical medicine and spiritual balance. The art of storytelling. Storytelling is a cherished tradition in Shona culture. Through stories, elders pass down important lessons, history, and moral values to the younger generation. These stories often involve animals, spirits, and mythical creatures, and they teach children about right and wrong, bravery, kindness, and the importance of community. Some stories are also used to explain natural phenomena, such as why the sun rises and sets or why the seasons change. Storytelling is not just a way of passing time, it is a way of keeping the culture and traditions alive. Harvest celebrations. The Shona people celebrate the harvest season with great joy and gratitude. After months of hard work in the fields, the community comes together to thank the spirits for a good harvest. This celebration is called Mafuro. During Mafuro, people share the first fruits of the harvest with the entire village. There is singing, dancing, and feasting as everyone enjoys the abundance of food. The elders also lead prayers to thank the spirits and ask for continued blessings for future harvests. The concept of Ubuntu. Ubuntu is a Shona word that means I am because we are. It is the idea that we are all connected and that we must take care of each other. In Shona culture, this means that the well-being of one person affects the whole community, so everyone works together to support each other. For example, if someone is building a new home, the whole village might come together to help. If a family is struggling, the community will offer assistance. Ubuntu is about kindness, generosity, and the understanding that we are all part of one big family. The practice of Kurova Gua. Kurova Gua is a Shona ceremony that is held to bring the spirit of a deceased family member back to the family's home. This is usually done a year after the person has passed away. The ceremony is very important because it ensures that the spirit of the deceased is at peace and that they can continue to watch over the family. During the ceremony, family members offer food, beer, and other gifts to the spirit. There is also music, dancing, and prayers as the family welcomes the spirit back into their lives. The value of education. Education is highly valued in Shona culture. Parents work hard to send their children to school because they believe that education is the key to a better future. Elders often tell stories about the importance of learning and gaining knowledge, both in traditional ways and through modern schooling. In the past, education was passed down through oral traditions, with elders teaching the younger generation about farming, hunting, and other important skills. Today, children also go to school to learn how to read, write, and understand the world around them. Traditional games. Shona children love to play games, and many of these games have been passed down through generations. These games are not only fun but also teach important skills like teamwork, strategy, and agility. Some popular Shona games include Nodo, a game played with small stones, and Soro, the traditional board game similar to checkers. Playing games is an important part of growing up in Shona culture because it helps children develop physically, mentally, and socially. It's also a way for children to bond with each other and create lasting friendships. The tradition of Kuzvarira. In Shona culture, there was a traditional practice known as Kuzvarira. This was an arrangement where a family could give their daughter to another family in marriage, usually in exchange for food, livestock, or other forms of wealth. While this practice was once common, it is no longer widely practiced today. Kuzvarira was often arranged to strengthen ties between families or to ensure that a daughter would be cared for by a wealthy family. However, the practice is now seen as outdated and has been replaced by more modern ways of arranging marriages. The role of chiefs and village elders. In Shona culture, each village is led by a chief, known as Mombo. The chief is responsible for making important decisions, settling disputes, and ensuring that the village runs smoothly. The chief is often assisted by village elders who provide wisdom and guidance. The chief is also responsible for performing rituals and ceremonies that protect the village from harm and ensure good fortune. The role of the chief is very important because they are seen as a link between the people and the spirits of the ancestors. Conclusion. Shona traditions and customs are a rich fabric of values, beliefs, and practices that connect the people to their past, their community, and the natural world. By understanding these customs, we learn more about who we are and how we can live in harmony with each other and the world around us. Whether through storytelling, music, dance, or ceremonies, the Shona people celebrate life, honor their ancestors, and pass down important lessons to future generations. We have come to the end of today's topic. Please feel free to share your thoughts or questions in the comments section, and also check out in the descriptions other videos I covered on topics related to our subject today. Hit the subscription button. Until we meet soon to explore another exciting topic about the Shona people tradition and customs, take care.